Hi, everybody. Today's presentation is on podcasts, and it is an alternative to yesterday's radio. To start off, what are podcasts? A podcast is a series of spoken word audio episodes, all focused on a particular topic or theme. This includes shows, interviews, and topic explorations, all wrapped up into a big hub of digital recordings that you can explore, listen to, and download onto your mobile devices, such as smartphones or tablets, as well as desktop computers. To provide more of an explanation, podcasts are like audio on demand or Netflix without pictures. Podcasters use their platforms in order to share stories and information to listeners. So, this is the main purpose of podcasts. There are a very wide range of different types of podcasts, but this is what podcasters are focused on. And so, you might be wondering, who is creating these podcasts? So, it can range from individuals to small and big companies, radio networks, TV networks such as CNN, Fox, ESPN, etc., comedians, storytellers, celebrities, churches, media influencers such as YouTubers, and other groups of people as well. Now, there are some different podcast genres. To start off, there are chumcasts, which are created by two people who talk about something that they are intensely passionate about together. This may be about politics, global issues, a TV show or movie, books, hobbies, and etc. It can really be about anything. It's a conversation between two individuals. There are also interview podcasts, which is where a host relies on finding interesting people that the audience wants to listen to, such as celebrities, authors, and other people who may be of interest in order to converse with them and learn from them. Some examples of interview podcasts that currently exist and you may want to check out are Ellen on the Go, Armchair Expert, and Off Camera with Sam Jones, though there are many, many more. Next is the storytelling genre, and this often is a podcast that takes a deep dive into a topic, so it's kind of similar to an audiobook. Just like novels, there are various genres that you can explore within storytelling. Some examples of these genres include serial, which is mystery, earshot, such as documentaries, and also hardcore history for a nonfiction genre. And there are even more genres as well, such as history, news and politics, education, religion, sports, audio dramas, society and culture, advice and self-help, which has become increasingly popular over the past few years, law, pop culture, philosophy, science, technology, games and hobbies, medicine, and many other fields. And if you are unsure of what to listen to, you can always go on Google in order to just do a quick search and then find the wide range of possibilities available to you. Now we are going to go over where to actually listen to podcasts. Firstly, Spotify, which is a very well-known platform, and subscription to this platform is optional, and there are some benefits that are only available with the premium account version, which is $9.99 per month. You can still listen to both music and podcasts if you only have the free account version, though ads are always shown and it may interrupt your listening. Spotify is available on a browser as well as on your phone with the application, and you can even download a desktop application for your computer. Next is Apple Podcasts, and no subscription is needed for this platform. And you will just sign up for an account, and then it will just be used for keeping track of your library and nothing else. And the app is already conveniently downloaded onto all Apple products, such as iPhones, iPads, Macs, and MacBooks. And you can see the logo on the left if you're trying to find it. And you can also search it up in your device in order to enter into the app. So it is this purple application with the person surrounded by a few circles. There's also Google Podcasts, and these are free downloadable. It's a free downloadable application that only requires you to have a Google account, and it is also available on any browser by typing in the link shown to the left. So as I've been going through these slides, you may have noticed that there are links here, and when you receive a copy of the presentation, you can click on the link in order to access the platform to listen to podcasts. There's also a platform called Overcast, which is available on iPhones, iPads, and Apple Watches as well. It is a free app that does have ads, but there's an option to pay $10 per year in order to remove these ads to enhance your listening. There's also a cast, and its logo looks like this symbol on the left here, and no subscription is needed for this platform. You just need to sign up for an account if you want to start a podcast of your own, which is also another topic that we have done presentations on, actually creating podcasts. There's also a website available called Third Coast Festival, which is also known as Audio Festival, and it showcases stories from all around the world in various forms of entertainment. And here's a quote from the platform. Our vast and ever-growing collection contains thousands of carefully curated audio stories of all stripes, and Third Coast conference sessions offering wisdom from the best makers on the planet. You can also dive into our producer index. Enjoy. So this was taken from their site, and it just gives you a bit of an overview of what they allow you to listen to. Now, you might be wondering how to actually listen to them. So we will be first going over navigating Apple Podcasts. So of course you want to go into the application, and when you open it, it should look like this. You will see the browse screen here. You will get to this tab by clicking on the browse icon here in the bottom menu bar, and this is the menu bar used to navigate the application. Going to the Browse tab allows you to discover new shows, and you can explore by genre. If you continue scrolling down here, you can also see the newest podcasts available and featured collections as well, such as the one on COVID-19. If you already know of a show that you would like to listen to, you can just go to the Search tab and look it up by typing it into the search bar. So you would go to this icon, the magnifying glass in the bottom right-hand corner, and then type in what you're interested in into this bar here. And once you find a show that you like, you can click on it. And from there, you can listen to the episodes by clicking on them. If you were to listen to Introducing Unlocking Us, then you could just click on it and it would start playing. You are also able to subscribe by hitting the subscribe on the show's page. And then later, you can view shows that you are subscribed to by clicking the library tab. So by subscribing, you will be able to easily access new episodes as well as announcements for when the newest ones come out. So if you click on this subscribe button here, then that would allow you to subscribe, and then later on you can go into your subscribe section. There are a few different things that you can do when you're actually listening to a podcast, such as adjusting the volume, which is done using this circle that you would drag to the right to increase the volume or to the left to decrease the volume. You can skip backwards or forwards by 30 seconds. So you would skip forward by 30 seconds by clicking on this button here, or back by 15 seconds by clicking there. And then you can also play or pause the cast whenever is best for you. By clicking on the Listening Now tab, you can also access podcasts that you have been listening to but have not yet finished. New episodes of podcasts from channels that you have listened to previously but not yet subscribed to will also appear. So this is a really great section to go to if you maybe forgot exactly which episode that you were listening to, or you just want easy access to whatever you're interested in. So you can access it by going to Listen Now in the bottom left-hand corner. Next, I will be going over how to listen to Google Podcasts, and I will be going over this in more detail in the live demonstration as well. In order to browse popular podcasts in different genres, you can click the magnifying glass icon. From there, you can browse by scrolling down the page, and you can also search a specific show by using the search bar at the top of the screen. So you can see here, there is a For You section, so it will give you different recommendations for what you're interested in, and you will be able to see the different episodes. And then you can also go to the different categories, such as sports, culture, news, and comedy. And then you can also go and type into this search bar as well. Just note that these screenshots may look slightly different than what you would see on your own device because there are differences between the smartphone and computers. And once you find a show that you like, you would click on it, and from here you can listen to the episodes just by clicking on them. It's very similar to the Apple Podcasts functionality of the application. You can also subscribe by hitting the subscribe on the show's page, and later you can view shows you are subscribed to by clicking on the home icon. So if it's something that you're interested in and you want to continue listening to, you can just click on subscribe. You can also unsubscribe if you become uninterested. And then at a later time, you want to look for this home icon in order to see your subscriptions. Another great feature is the queue, which allows you to queue episodes by clicking the plus button symbol under the episode's name. You can then find your queue under the queuing symbol at the bottom of your page. So if you are scrolling through the different episodes and you see something that you're interested in, but you are listening to something else at that time, just click on the three lines with the plus symbol, and then go to the queue section on the bottom left-hand corner, and you can see the order of the different podcast episodes that will begin playing once you are finished the one that you're listening to. When listening to a podcast, you can skip backwards as well as forwards. You can play or pause the cast. And another feature is that you can change the speed that it is playing at with the controls highlighted to the left. So here is the reverse button. This is the advance button, and then the pause and the play. And then you can also change the speed. If it's too slow, you can put it at a faster pace, such as 2 times speed or maybe 1.5, or you can lower the speed as well. Now we will be moving into a live demonstration of Google Podcasts to give you a taste of how to use the platform. So the first step is to go into your web browser. And from here, you can search up Google Podcasts into Google, and it will come up as the first option. So you're going to want to click on this website here. And the first screen that comes up is the For You. And you can see here, these are the different things that I'm able to explore. So we are in the Explore Shows section, and we can see that they have some recommendations for me personally, as well as popular and trending based on what other listeners are doing on the site. And you can see top podcasts for different genres as well, such as society and culture, comedy, news and politics, etc. So sports and recreation, and many other topics as well. So this is a great place to go to get inspired on what type of podcast you want to listen to, and maybe try out something that has had good reviews in the past. Additionally, if you are sure of exactly what you want to listen to, you can always go to the search bar located in the top center of the screen. So you would go to the search bar and you can search up something specific, such as baking. So when you search up baking, you can see that there are different episode results from different podcasters. And you can scroll down and maybe look at the different options. But when you see one that you're interested in, you can click on it. For example, this one is called Preheated, and you can see different information about it. So this is the description of the podcast itself and what they're about and what they're trying to teach people, or the purpose. And then you can see all of their available episodes by scrolling down. Something that's really great about Google Podcasts and other podcast sites is that you can see when they were posted. You can see the title of the podcast and also the length of time, just because sometimes you want to budget your time and you're going to want to know how long it's going to take to listen to it. So you can continue scrolling down, and once you find one that you like, you can simply click on it to see more information. And we can see that this is the description of the actual episode. And then you can also see more information below with more episodes. And something that's really great about a lot of podcasters is that they include their social medias or sometimes emails and websites so that you can learn more about them. So if you wanted to follow this podcaster on Instagram, you could always do that as well. From here, you can actually play the episode by clicking play, and it will begin playing for us once it loads. From there, you can see that this is the play and pause button, the advance button if I want to advance by a few seconds, and then you can also go back if you miss something, and even change the volume here if it's too loud or too quiet. Another thing that you can do is add to queue, as mentioned in the presentation, and you can do this by clicking on this icon with the 3 lines and the plus button. So if I want to subscribe to Preheated Baking Podcasts, I would do that, and it will then show a green check mark to show that you are subscribed. Additionally, another thing that you can do on Google Podcasts is actually download them, but it is not possible to do so on the website. So you will have to do it from the mobile or tablet application, and you will be able to see a download icon somewhere here, and that allows you to listen to them without being connected to Wi-Fi or the internet, which is great for traveling or if you don't have cellular data as well. So we are still in the Explore Shows section, but you can also go to the subscription section by clicking on subscriptions in the top or in the left-hand side. And once it's probably just waiting to update the site, but the baking podcast would appear here, so we would be able to access that. We can also see the queue here, and then you can also subscribe to a podcast by RSS feed, which you would do by typing in the URL into the field. There are also settings, help, guidelines for the site. You can send them feedback, and then here you can click to get the Android app or the iOS app. which you would download onto your smartphone or tablet, and then you would be able to use features such as downloading the shows. So, thank you very much for listening. If you would like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, you can go to cyberseniors.org or call the phone number in order to register for a one-on-one session. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. on Thursdays, Eastern Time, if that is something you're interested in.